Welcome back, guys. It's been a little while. Haven't been posting much. As you can see, still working on the Brat. Not much has been done. But start out the video. As you guys can see, it's always a little dim in here. It actually doesn't look terrible in the video, but we desperately need some lights. The two lights in this bay where the Brat sits are both dead. So we're just working with these two old guys over here, and it looks way better in the video than it looks in person. But once you start coming over here, you can just see how dark it is. Just no light at all. So we've been talking about getting lights forever. Finally got some. If any of you guys watch Bert's videos, you probably saw him put them up in his garage. We got a 10-pack. Found a nice deal on Amazon. So show you guys what it looks like. All we did so far was Bert helped me hook this one up. Just got on an extension cord into a surge protector behind the tire machine, and then that one up there I just mounted right now, and I just ran an extension cord down to an outlet behind my toolbox. So I'll show you guys what it looks like now. No additional lighting. Alright, this is with both lights on. As you can see, it's kind of just blinding the camera now because of how bright it is, but much better lighting in here. We still want to get maybe at least one of the new ones up in this bay somewhere. Maybe, I don't know. We're still deciding where to place them because these ones still work, so there's no reason to replace them yet. While we might as well just keep using them till they go. But we want to still get some additional lighting in this bay over here if possible. So I think the plan is maybe do one like on the door track back there, kind of similar to how we did here. And then definitely want to put at least one in the paint booth just to get things organized and cleaned up, because there's no lighting in there currently. So we just need to get something set up temporarily just so we can get it cleaned up in order to run real lighting and new wires and all that. So, but super happy with even just these two. Helps a whole lot. Working over here on the Brat, I can actually see what I'm doing now. Don't even have to turn the flash on. And also now I can actually see the top of my toolbox. Before, it was very dark over here. So that's nice as well. Alright, but for today's video, we are just going to be getting this thing back together. We're waiting on the little snap C-clips that go on the transmission side of the axle. That helps lock it into the transmission. The ones I had were no good. I threw them away. And I've had this order being on the way for about 3 weeks now. So probably gonna end up just going to a dealership and seeing if they have them in stock, because I don't feel like waiting any longer for USPS. But anyway, it's basically we just got to put the front axles in, hook up the brake lines. Still haven't done that. Hook up the brake lines, put in the rear drive shaft, just reassembly, tidy it all up, and start doing some real test driving. Alright, so the stupid clips I was talking about got delivered, but they got delivered to my old apartment, so it's gonna take some time to recover those. So with that being said, I'm just gonna bolt these axles up as is without the clips. Just keep in mind I can't go on the highway, can't do anything crazy. I gotta get those clips in there, but it'll be much easier to do that on the lift. So instead of leaving it immobile, you might as well make it movable and keep progressing forward. So we got the passenger side all together, about to put the wheel on, and then we're gonna move over to the driver's side, and then we will do the rear drive shaft, which I believe I have bolted up to the carrier bearing mount. I just have to hook it up to the rear diff, and then I think I'm not sure if I have to hook up the rear brake lines or not, but we will check that as well. Maybe we'll back this thing out today. Plan is to hopefully get get all that done that I just talked about, and probably bolt up the doors and maybe the fenders as well. And yeah, maybe once we make a pathway into here and we grab the fenders and stuff, maybe I'll pull the tailgate out or the hood out and start making a game plan for the body work on that, the metal work, because those are both rusted out as well and they need to be patched, so we'll see. Alrighty, so Bert distracted me, had to go open the door for him, and then I totally forgot what I was doing. Left the video recording, ate up all the space and battery, yada yada. So, got both front axles in, brake lines connected, tightened up. Obviously got the wheels on, we got it on the ground, off the jack stands. We bolted up both doors. We bolted up the fender on this side. Actually have to, I can't close the door right now because of the jumper cables, but a little bit bigger gap than I wanted here. So we have to loosen all these up and slide it, shim it back. But that's for another day. I think this fender is upstairs, so I think we have to climb upstairs to get that, but no big deal. I also bolted up the drive shaft. I was only able to put 2 bolts in it at the moment because, I guess I didn't tell you one of my brake lines. Oh, great. Oh, not sure if I have to hook up the rear brake lines or not, but we will check that as well. Neither of the brake lines are hooked up, that's why. Okay, that's why I had no brake pedal. But either way, gotta connect the rear brake lines. As I was saying about the drive shaft, could only get 2 bolts in because the wheels are on the ground. Can't spin the drive shaft with the wheels being on the ground. So, still got to put more bolts in the drive shaft. Like I just saw, got to do these rear brake lines. I attempted to start it a little bit ago, and it was kind of giving me problems again. So, I'm going to leave the battery hooked up, charging off of the Optima, or the red top, whatever it is, I forget, but I'm gonna leave that be. What else? Oh, Bert came with some, well, actually we found some more extension cord. So we spliced the jumper wire, OSHA approved. Don't call the electric company or the fire marshal. But we spliced extension wire. But alright guys, I think that's gonna be it for today's video. Even though we didn't get too much done, I ended up helping Bert with his brake, or not his brakes, with his power steering hoses that he was doing. So I'm pretty happy with what I got done. Got the seat bolted into, obviously. Totally spaced out and forgot I had to trim and install this carpet, but we can do that another time. Yeah, right now basically I just want to get these brakes hooked up, get it over on the lift, get the drive shaft fully bolted up, wait for these clips to show up or go get them, whatever the hell's going to happen with that, and put those in, have the axles in permanently, and then just really start putting it back together. Got to put the whole front clip back together. You know, originally I was going to paint everything, but I think for right now we're just going to go kind of sleeper mode, leave everything dirty and dingy on the outside, you know, leave the primer on these rear quarters, just kind of say screw it and have some fun with it for the time being till maybe spring or summertime comes, and then we can get back into the body work. Lots of ice.